Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will be making this delicious lamb chop with roasted potato and baby corn. We are also going to be using some stir-fry asparagus. Remember, for all the ingredients and measurements, it will be listed down below in the description box. Now here is the first step. Now before we start seasoning our lamb, let's make a roasted garlic paste. To my bowl I have some garlic, black pepper, corn, and a piece of rosemary. I am also going to use some extra virgin olive oil and some garlic salt. So guys, to a piece of foil paper I am going to add all my seasoning here. And I'm going to sprinkle on a little bit of garlic salt here. And here I'm going to go in with about a tablespoon of olive oil. Now once you have those ingredients in there, you want to close it up and you want to make sure you secure the oil from not running out. Now you can either roast this in your air fryer or you can roast it in your oven. I am going to roast this in my air fryer for 10 minutes and my temperature will be 400 degrees. So guys, after 10 minutes of cooking this in my air fryer, I am now going to add it to my mortar and pestle here. You want to go ahead and add all the ingredients in here. Make sure you scrape all the oil and the salt and everything here. And now we want to go in and just mash this. And this is how it's going to look. Once you have that nice paste, we're going to just place this on the side and we are going to proceed to the next step. Now here's a look at my lamb. I've already washed it in some fresh lime juice and I'm going to pat it dry now. If you would like to take off some of the excess fat, you can go ahead and do so, but I've already taken out the ones that I didn't want. And just as we would do with our ribs, our pork ribs, taking off that thin layer of skin, we want to do the same with our lamb. Now it's not very thick, so you'll barely see it here. Just keep going in and pulling it out with your hands like so. This will allow the seasoning to have direct contact to the meat for a much more flavorful and delicious lamb. So now that we're done preparing our lamb chops, we're going to place them on the side and we're going to start getting our seasoning together. For dry ingredients, I will be using some paprika, complete seasoning, seasoning salt, black pepper, chicken bouillon, and this is the tomato flavored chicken bouillon, just to add a little bit of color to the meat. I have here some poultry seasoning and this is the brand I'm using. This is how it looks. And here I have some garlic powder. Now let's place this on the side and we're going to use a small mixing bowl here. To that I'm going to go in with about 3 tablespoons of oil, olive oil. You can use any oil of your choice, guys. It don't have to be olive oil. Now I'm going to go in with all my dry ingredients here. And we're going to mix this to create a paste. This is going to be our marinade for the lamb chops. Now to my bowl, I'm going to add my lamb chops in here. I'm using a bowl because I'll leave it in this bowl to just sit for a few hours. Now you want to go ahead and start massaging the meat with the seasoning that we just made there. Once you're done with that part there, you can go ahead and start doing the second one. Spoil. So I am just going to cover this and I'll come back in about 6 hours to show you guys the next step. So guys, after 6 hours, we're returning to the recipe and I'm going to transfer it to my baking pan that I lined with a piece of foil paper for easy cleanup. You can place them flat if you would like, but I just like to do it this way. It's really nice for presentation. And now we will place this on the side until we're ready for it. Now to a small saucepan, my stove is on medium low heat and I've added 1 stick of butter. You're going to allow your butter to cook until it's completely melted. Now that my butter is fully melted, I'm going to go in with 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon of basil. And you're also going to go in with the garlic paste we made earlier. We're going to stir all the ingredients together, allow everything to combine nicely, as well as infused a little bit in the butter. After everything is nicely infused, we're going to add in our lemon juice and give this a quick stir. We'll then place this on the side until we're ready for it. Now today I'll be using some baby potato, 1 can of baby corn, and 1 red onion. I'm also going to be using a piece of rosemary. Now go ahead and spread the potato out evenly in the bottom of the pan. You want the potato to have direct contact with the bottom of the pan so that it can be cooked or fried in the oil and the juice that will be releasing from the lamb. Now you want to go in with your corn and spread them out evenly around the pan. Now I'm going to go in here with some onions for flavoring. Now let's brush some of the base on top of the onions and the corn so that everything is nicely coated. And last, we're going to add some rosemary here. And now I'm going to cover this with a piece of foil paper. That way, while it's baking, all the heat is locked in the pan and everything will be cooking evenly. I am now going to place this in the oven. My oven is preheated to 425 degrees. We'll check on it after the first 35 to 40 minutes. Now after 40 minutes, I am going to check on my lamb. You want to be careful when you're removing the foil paper because the steam is very hot and it can burn you. Now you're going to baste the lamb with the glaze, and you're also going to brush a little bit on the potato, onion, and corn. And then we'll place this back in the oven to bake. This time when we're placing it back in the oven, we are going to leave it uncovered. You want to check on it every 30 minutes until it reaches to the tenderness that you like. Remember to brush on some of the glaze every 30 minutes until it's finished. Now I'm going to come back and show you guys how it's looking after it's done. Now after an hour and 40 minutes, my lamb is finally done. Everything is fully cooked. I am going to plate some of this up and show you guys the end result. Now here is the final result of our lamb. I've also stir-fried some asparagus to go with my lamb. I do hope you give this recipe a try and enjoy it as much as I enjoy making it for you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed for more delicious recipe. As usual, I want to say thank you for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you in my next video.